Thoughts, man. This is the shit I want to know. People want to live a quiet life of desperation instead of taking the risk and having the uncertainty. They want to have the certainty of desperation versus the uncertainty of quite literally greatness.
The money doesn't really make me happy. It's the art of like winning the money. Me making the money the way I make it is what makes me happy. They understand that they have to put in the work, but they just need a reason to not stop.
Before we start this podcast,
all right, guys, today we'll be checking out an amazing video starring FxAlexG, his step-by-step guide to make $1 million online in 2025. Now we're going to check this out to see his thoughts. I got some key points I want you guys to hear because we know FxAlexG is the best trader out there, right? The best. But if you're making it to the live stream, guys, thank you guys for making it. And also, guys, subscribe to the channel and like the video.
I don't think so. No, 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 no.
Subscribe now.
No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen.
Remember, we're live, guys, so any questions or comments, let me know, and let's get to the video. We're not watching the full 1 hour and 37 minutes, guys. I know that's a lot. Let's just get to the intro, then I'll skip around and show you some interesting points that I liked.
I have one small favor to ask you. If you've been enjoying our US tour and all the extra effort,
That would be 6 more years. I think if the economy gets better, and I think if there's not so much uncertainty around the world and how I think that there is right now, it's just because of elections and all stuff like that. I think I could be very close to that. I think about $500 million for sure. The other half.
$500 million. This is the type of stuff that these gurus, you know, all say, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna be worth $500 million.
Stop the cap.
This is one of the best marketing schemes. I mean, when people say these things and they're not showing, you know, evidence or getting audited, broker statements, live streaming, we're talking about like common things that you should be doing as a trader, you know, especially if you're selling expensive course. What's up, DJ B? What's going on, man? Thanks for making the stream.
Thank you very much.
So when it comes to this guy, like, it just blows my mind that he says it like $500 million, and I'm like, what? Really? $500 million? Let's run this, man.
Stop the cap.
Because like I only know one billionaire. His name is Joseph, and he was the founder of BoxyCharm. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's like one of these famous like makeup boxes, and inside of it there was a bunch of everything. And he told me as he was building this $1 billion company, somebody was gonna buy his company for $250 million, and they were like, you know what, we'd rather pay you $500 million, but once you get there, because the company that you have to become going from $250 million to $500 million is a completely different infrastructure, different offer, different service. And the company that you go from $500 million to $1 billion is a completely different business. So I have his knowledge up to like the $500 million part. We'll see if we can get to that.
How much course sales do you have to, like if you're thinking about it, like how many times does he have to go through and like, hey, I'm going to flip $10 to $1 million, or he has to start creating more ways, incentives for people to buy into his courses that were, you know, selling for $3,500. Now, you get a couple hundred people to buy that, you get a couple, and you start thinking about a couple thousand. You do this every quarter, a new scheme, a new, you know, sales tactic, a new challenge. I think you can make it. I think you can definitely do it, but $500 million is insane.
To the billion part.
it all goes back to the game that you're playing though, right? You're just playing this infinite game. Have you ever heard a story of when Yahoo tried to buy Facebook?
No.
So they walk in to acquire Facebook, and everyone thinks that Mark Zuckerberg is going to take the deal.
Skip to the next part here.
Age restraint. It might be availability of time restraint. You know, some people have jobs, some people have kids, but at the end of the day, you make time for whatever you want.
Of course, dude.
So the people that really want it, they're gonna make time. If you have kids, put them to sleep. Fuck that, you know, like they're just
put them to sleep, and you just stay up and get no sleep. I mean, we all know trading is a very complex, very difficult task. We're talking about like hours upon hours of studying, back testing, forward testing. There's a lot of things to it. But when it comes to Alex, like his trading, it seems very simple, seems extremely profitable, right? But we don't see broker statements. We see very questionable things left out. I mean, there's been a whole bunch of videos exposing this guy. That's why I've been covering a lot of his material, because a lot of the things that you see is like, is this all show? It's like every time he steps on to make an appearance, it's just like it's like a commercial just for you guys to click his course. That, I mean, typically he's been doing really good. I would have to guess people are a whole bunch of people are buying it, because I mean, if you look at the views, look at the attention, jumping on other people's platforms like he's currently doing now, I would say a lot of people are buying his courses. I don't know if these guys are getting kickbacks. I don't know if there's an affiliate link when it comes to this, but I just know that this guy is getting paid off of courses, and he's not transparent enough for me to buy his course, or for anyone. We got Kevin Hathorn. Good evening from Lakeland, Florida. What's up, man? Thanks for making the stream.
Thank you very much.
And welcome to new people.
Welcome.
Give them to your other half. Like, yo, I gotta grind. I gotta do this.
And dude, like that element of how you allocate your time is hilarious, right? Because people will make any excuses, but they'll still sit down, scroll Instagram, or even eat like shitty food. Like and I'll tell you, I've been living in Bali for many years, and I have like all my meal preps done and all this kind of stuff. When we got here, I was like, fuck eating Uber Eats. I'm just gonna cook again because I know cooking is the best for my physique and my health and everything. I cooked and I was like, this is way easier than ordering Uber Eats.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's like if you make allocation for something, like that was perfect, and it fit me. 20 minutes done for the day. I thought it was an interesting observation because what people say to themselves is very interesting. The dialogues, the monologue.
Now, there's some truth to this. Like, I would agree. There's the way you approach things, the way you manage your time. I think that, like, when it comes to success and the way we view it, I think it does come to a lot of monetary gain and monetary value. But the way that you obtain your millions is the key. Like, to me, if you obtain it in an ill-mannered way, like I think FxAlexG is doing, then it really, will showing you other businesses and show who you are as a person. To me, I don't think he's legit. Like, just to me, it's just another scammer,
Scamming everybody now.
They run internally, and then that shapes who's a scam. That shapes their worldview. That shapes the outcome. Whereas, like, you've been kind of working internally on that.
It's like he's speaking directly to him, like, hey, you're fucking scamming people. You guys are, you're not actually making this millions of dollars. There's been multiple red flags, and you haven't really truly addressed it. But hey, make your money, right?
I've had a lot of retrospective look because of all these conversations to know that I'm the fucking problem.
I am 100%. I'm 100% responsible for whatever outcome.
Here we go.
Way get a different one. Your keypad is gonna burn out from you moving the mouse. You get another one. You have to put in the time. Once you put in those 10,000 hours, the way you looked at the charts on 1,000 hour and then on 2,000 hour, it's gonna be completely different. And then on 2,000 to 3,000 different, all the way up to 10,000, you're gonna realize that the person that you are now, you can actually put some money behind the market, and you'll have some type of an edge versus somebody else. Because the market's gonna do two things at the end of the day. It's gonna go up or go down. It's not fucking rocket science.
What about sideways? Anyone ask him that?
You gotta just figure out why does it have more odds of going up or down, and just risk a logical amount of money that you're okay with risking with a positive risk to reward. You'll have $100,000 within the year, no doubt in my mind.
Wow. No doubt in your mind. This is a great marketing sell. Like, I bet everyone's like, man, if I follow FxAlexG, I'm gonna be.
We are gonna be rich.
But
Surprise, motherfucker.
you gotta start spending money to join his group, especially his paid signals and all that stuff. Like, to me, it's just a very good way to be a salesman. Like, that's why I like these type of interviews. This is like great marketing, like extremely good TV.
Did you find that it was more to do with psychology than it was to do with any technicals? Just like in business, how a funnel is a fucking funnel, but at the end of the day, it's about persuasion, sales, positioning, authority.
And the product too. Like, you could have the best funnel in the world. Literally, you could have the best funnel with the best opt-in, but everything is great. Price point could be great, but if you're selling people on how to cut grass, you're not gonna sell anything. No one gives a shit on how to cut grass. Like, it's like the product doesn't make any sense. But if you're gonna teach people on how to, let's say, scale their ads for marketing, well, now you have a niche. Now you have an actual proven concept that people want to learn and scale. But if you're teaching people how to cut grass, people that want to learn how to cut grass probably aren't even on the internet. You got to go to your local landscaping or whatever. Like, you have to know where's your product and where's your niche. So it's just the same thing in trading. Just apply the same thing there.
That's interesting. And showing, evidence of trading. That this is one of the least transparent traders out there. I would say most of the time he's trading is probably on his own broker server. His own server when it comes to like MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5. So when it comes to that, like, entering in these trades doesn't mean anything. You can edit these things. This is why, to me, like, when it comes to these type of traders, outside of the live streaming, they need audited broker statements, because it matters so much to a point where people are putting large stacks of money to learn their strategy when it doesn't even work on live trading or live markets.
So basically, you're finding your unique differentiator, your edge, your unique mechanism. How long did that take you to develop?
2.5 years.
2.5 years, and man, he's up hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars. Yep.
Years. All this guy has ahead of me is time. All I have ahead of him is more time than him. And that just would literally lit a fire on me and changed my life completely. I'll never forget that.
This is where he's talking about meeting Grant Cardone, which I thought was pretty interesting. It's like when you start really watching the videos out that I've been putting, you see that a lot of these marketers, a lot of these scammers get together and create collaborations, or they get together. Like, remember the one I did a few days ago was Ty Lopez and Scammy C. Now, I think anyone under the sun knows that Ty Lopez is a marketer, a salesman. He'll do anything to sell you, get into his course or his mastermind, whatever it is, and to say, hey, I read all these books, and and it's like all these books look brand new because most likely he's not reading any of them. But when it comes to the sales tactics, these guys get together and basically branch from olive tree to olive tree to sell you guys on X course. That's what, to me, like when I start seeing these things, I'm like, okay, how are they similar to Trader Nick? How are they similar to Trader Tom? Well, there's a big difference. One's there's flash, one's just cars, one's it's keep on as a constant sales tactic as much as possible. But that's why I like things like this when it comes like to Dopo Willis.
Hey guys, do you see what is going on?
Dopo Willis is here to save you all.
It's Dopo Willis! Everyone run!
Where did you go? I have a Forex mastery program for you all. Just click the link. Why does this keep happening? Come back, please. I have the top-down analysis.
He's king. Click the link below. I'm still working on his hip-hop clip. I'm almost done with it. Once it's done, I will basically show you guys on the next live stream, especially when we start talking about all the cool things that he does. I mean, where's another one that we can look at? Because I don't want to make this too long. Creating pubs that people want. I like this. This is actually a good section.
Improve the coaching offer, because coaching has gotten a lot more complicated now than it was before. Before it was courses, and now
courses, coaching. That's like one of the best ways to scale up. And then the next one will be a prop firm. But FxAlexG did a combination of doing them all. So he did his prop firm that got the money took. If you guys don't know about that, just look that up. And then you got him having coaching and also services like that. So that's why, to me, when I see big influencers, Swaggy C, also what's his name, Q Banks, if they have a prop firm, I would just typically stay away. I will only go to prop firms that have real traders, real a real team, and also make sure that it's actual live markets and not simulated markets.
There's bells and whistles with everything.
Yeah, so I've simplified everything. I used to have 200 videos. And then one day I was looking through it, and one of the guys in there was like, bro, I'm by video 100, whatever. Can you make them shorter? And I was like, fuck, dude. I remember when I was on the come up, because, I made a lot of videos, but it took me like 3 months just to make the products because I'm literally just giving my heart out to it. But then I realized that, you know what? When I was growing up, when I was like on the come up watching videos, I didn't want to watch 200 fucking videos. Like that shit sucked.
Yeah, shit sucks. I agree. But if you watch these key videos, is anyone actually growing from this, making millions of dollars or making significant amounts? Because like when I'm watching around, like, going through the YouTube and be like, hey, do you see any students of FxAlexG, bragging, show they had made a bunch of money? Kind of like Swaggy C. All I see is a lot of destruction or a lot of people burning accounts, sending me DMs saying, hey, FxAlexG, his stuff doesn't work. There's a lot of that happening. So to me, like if anyone's listening to this, drop a comment below saying if you guys actually meet anybody who actually does this stuff live, or who actually been successful with this course and stuff.
It's like it feels like it's never ending. It makes the journey even worse. And I thought that the more videos that I would give out,
ooh, that's another one.
And it was just funny because like the levels to the game is that it's inverse.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet before. It's from JK Molina, and it was like 0K a month, and it's your email is like Darren@companyname.com, and then it's like 100K a month. It's like perfect, and then like $1 million a month. It's like it's like emailboy69@gmail.com. It just goes inverse, you know?
Yeah.
What you think you need to know is just inverse.
Yeah, like the person that pays $37 a month, if they don't, like as soon as they buy, half a millisecond after they buy, if they don't get access immediately right away, scam. And dude, that's why I also don't like the low ticket products.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look at that. I love that. He doesn't like the low ticket products. He loves that expensive stuff. Let's keep selling it at 3,000. I mean, or 4,000. Like when it comes to like Juviar Gems, selling at 4,000 mentorship, selling his mentorship for 4,000. We have other fake gurus doing the exact same thing. These high ticket items, because they don't want people to quit if they're paying $200 a month, because guess what ends up happening is that they pay $200 a month, they don't like what they're getting, and then they're gone. But once they do a 4,000, 5,000, even more than that deposit, and they can't get refunded, because if you read a lot of these contracts that you sign up for, they're non-refundable. So you gotta be very careful of that stuff.
hey bro, if I were to have a subscription-based product right now, I'd be printing money. But I just don't want to, man. I sold signals for like 6 months, like 2 years ago, and I never did it ever again.
Well, there's a million ways to make money, but only a handful of ways to go broke at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, that's
so
facts.
It's all the same at the end of the day. Tell me about how this complements the ecosystem, because my observation is that when I see this cigar brand, that also feeds into.
That's the other thing is other companies. I think that's a very normal transition. Once they made a bunch of money with their so-called Forex or their trading, they'll branch out, make actual use of the real money. But their beginnings, to me, was the most shaky and stuff. But those red flags, for some reason, they don't listen to stuff like this.
There is absolutely no reason under the sun to pay for somebody's service, mentorship group, signal service, chat rooms, access, whatever, if they themselves can't prove that they actually make money trading.
Yeah, Trader Nick spitting game on that. Good. Let's see a little bit more, guys. Remember, we're live. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. And thank you guys for making the stream.
Thank you very much.
We got low tickets. It's AI. I like this. AI in trading.
Automatic trading, bots, whatever. None of that shit has ever worked for me ever. They all end up blowing one point or another.
This is something I would typically agree on. Because when I was watching this and I was like, wow, this actually makes sense. Because a lot of the robots, EAs, expert advisors that people sell, they typically have a beautiful background, beautiful back testing. Like it makes profit all the time. But once you get it, it's like it just burns the account. AI trading, expert advisor trading, you got to be careful with that stuff. I would typically say either you program it yourself or the programmer is making it with you. That's about it. Anything else, I would typically stay away from. So if someone's selling like an AI or expert advisor service, make sure that it actually works so you can look at the code and stuff. But that's a little bit different. I actually thought this was kind of interesting that you brought this up in conversation.
And there's so much risk involved too, right? Because if you're putting all of your cash in this automated system, and if it goes down, whoever owns that system, they're at risk of that.
Yeah, dude, like the fact that the bot can just take 1,000 trades in 2 seconds is just ridiculous to me. Like, no, I want to be able to take my own trade, Like these are like martingale bots and high frequency that they just take 1,000.
Martingale strategy is super freaking risky, man. I've seen expert advisors, I even made them in the past before. Like they will burn your account. I mean, you'll be right for a season, but once that market reverses on you, you will blow it down. This is gone. Where is that at?
And it's gone.
Buys 1,000 sells and they just have like 1% over. It's just the weirdest thing. I don't know. I hate the whole idea of it. I've tried it. I've blown thousands of dollars on it. I hate it.
Okay, good point. So going back to the personal brand side, because that's very actionable for people. So if you were going to go from zero, how would you build your brand today? So you lose everything.
Literally, it's like what Mr. Beast says, right? Mr. Beast said that now he can build a channel up to $1 million. He could build a channel from 0 subscribers to 1 million in 30 days. And I think I can do the same thing. Obviously not to 1 million, but to 100,000 like this. You have to understand.
That's something I was really thinking about when he's talking about. These guys have skills. And, you're not going to say he doesn't have skill. I don't think his skills in trading. I think his main skill is in marketing and selling. Once you get very good at marketing, selling, having an appearance, creating videos, then you can always be successful because you can always create content that people will consume over and over again, despite the amount of the quality of the content, and just keep on going over. That's why, to me, and a lot of these marketers are very good entertainers.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
There's other things you want to talk about, guys. If you guys want me to go through the rest of the video, I don't think is much to actually give, to actually dive into. But if you guys want to become a member of the channel, let me know, or just hit the join button. We can use the money to buy these guys' courses and also their signals. And once we do that, we can stream it live, so you guys can ask questions or comments if it's worth your time or not. And if you guys want to join, just watch this.
Join us. 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 Join us.
Welcome to the family.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for rocking with me. I know it's a shorter video. I posted a video earlier today. Please check that out. If you guys want me to update the list of people who to expose, let me know. We can update that list right now. If not, just let me know. Or I'm hanging out for a few more minutes because we know that exposed list got to get bigger. Yeah, but thank you guys for rocking with me. I will see you guys tomorrow. And yeah.
Goodbye, everyone. Remember you all in therapy.
All right. And